It's me. Hey, alliaskis. I wanted to return your, I wanted to make a response, and please excuse the camera. It's going to be moving around. I'm trying to hold it. And I made a comment that you made a response, but the more I thought about it, I thought it was a smart-ass response. But that's kind of guess what you get on YouTube. I'm going to try to respond in the same brassy manner, if I may. First off, did you really listen to my video? I'm not sure. You must have had it on fast forward because you just twisted everything out of shape. And I would like to preface my comments first by saying, by the way, I am parroting myself. I'm a drug addict and all that stuff. My memory, I just don't have one. So I'm going to parrot myself as I look over to my laptop and my notes. My vid was titled correctly as a rant, and I was just blowing off steam, as yours was brassy. And for those who don't know what a rant is, you may not receive this memo, so you can classify this as a memo. A rant is to speak aggressively about something or to take your own tangent about a subject and talk for a long time in a passionate manner. And I would like to add, angry manner. Okay, well, that's what a rant is, and I think it was titled correctly. I ask people to do their own homework for their own understanding of an issue. I'm not an educator, and I'm not going to take the time to educate people. I make comments and commentaries, and I tell people to do their own research because doing your own DD is critical. Don't believe me. Don't believe any person. Go do your own research. Why should I do research for you? You said that I want people to do research for me. No, I don't need that. I already got it. So I don't know why you even made that comment. And yes, I do parrot people. If I think somebody's telling me the facts and I perceive them to be true, why can't I parrot them? Or should I reconstruct their sentences so I can say, I said it? Don't make sense. And about all the memos, guess what? Nobody gets the memos. It'll leave a paper trail. We don't want a paper trail. These politicians hang theirself with their own words. There's no memos delivered. And I know that was just a smart-ass response. But you must not, you accuse me of listening to Rush Limbaugh, which I don't. I don't even like him. You must listen to MSNBC. And that's okay, but you ever try listening to the opposite side? The only way to have a true evaluation of any information is to look at both sides. And then, of course, you can land on one side. It's up to you. And I'm going to try to talk fast because I made this thing last night. It was 15 minutes, tried to upload it, and everything. Okay, and I'm going to talk fast. And, of course, I use many references. I try to be unbiased, although I know I am. But I try to be fair and balanced if I can. And let's see here. Oh, yeah, you're doing exactly what the politicians do. You cherry-picked a few of my comments and turned them into some total nonsense. I mean, stuff I didn't even say. I don't understand how you did that. Okay, now to the facts. I'm going to try to go through each one of them. And my response is about class warfare. Are you serious? You don't see class warfare? It's almost not worth me even commenting on it. I didn't say he hates the rich. If you have this thing all up, problem with rich people, you or Obama or anybody, I don't understand it. I really don't. So I would say, why don't we change the tax system to a flat tax? if Romney, for instance, didn't pay any taxes, he's the guy who went for president. I guess he knows how to use the system. I could never understand that, why people get mad at rich people for not paying taxes. And GE, they must have did it legally, or he'd be in jail. Why? I don't understand that thinking. What? The laws are there. Take advantage of them. If you don't, you're stupid. Okay. And I talked about saying about taxes being too low. You're going to have to replay that tape and show me where I said that. I did not say that. Taxes are too low. And why do you think Obama wants to tax the rich? Why do you think? Think about that for a moment. It's not for the taxes. If he taxed the rich to extremes, 50%, it's not going to put a dent in anything. He's doing it for class warfare. Let the people who are not as well off see that he's nailing down them dirty rich people. Them dirty people who start all the businesses, who take all the risk. You're so far out on the limb there, I just don't understand it, honestly. And the thing about Barney Frank, he doesn't have mind control? Shucks. I didn't get that memo either. Well, you know, my issue with Barney Frank, of course, was not that it's all on him. My issue with Barney Frank is he defended it. He defended it. And I'm not going to read all the comments. There is a slew of them, quotes from his mouth. And just Google Barney Frank, Fannie Mae, and you will see he made a lot of quotes defending it, specifically saying, here's one I'll read. The more people, in my judgment, exaggerate a threat of safety and soundness, I think we see entities like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac that are fundamentally sound financially and will withstand some of these disastrous scenarios people speak about. Really? Yes, he was wrong there. And there's a multitude of his defense of that. So, of course, it was him and a lot of people on the left and right. So my issue with Barney Frank was he's a big defender. Google it. See if I'm wrong. Tell me that he is not really linked to that situation. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and also you can Google who's responsible for the housing crisis, if you want to know the truth. Okay, big government. That does mean, I'm not even going to respond to that. If you don't know what big government is, you must never listen to any media of any sort from the right or left. It's pretty obvious. It's not worth comment. And welfare, I think you lied about that. Or, as I said earlier, you did not listen to what I said. I'm not against welfare at all. That's why I gave the example. I was on it. It helped me. Welfare is needed. There's a lot of people who are in trouble. My problem and issue is the fraud, which is on all government, left and right. They allow that to happen. And the people who use that for a way of living. There are many, many people who are on welfare because it's easy money. They don't want to work. So you took that out of context. Enemy combatants, I'll give you that. And maybe I was wrong. I didn't even look it up because I don't care. It was just a comment I threw out there I heard. I'm wrong. Maybe. And soft on the enemy? Just because he's bombing people and stuff doesn't mean he's soft on the enemy. Look at our military. It's shrinking. I believe that we've lost a lot of respect in the world. Personal opinion. So if you think dropping bombs makes you strong, I don't know. I guess Bush should get a lot of credit then. He dropped a lot of bombs. Oh, you say the onus is on me to prove it? I'm not proving nothing. People don't believe me? I'm not here to prove it. I like to talk in general terms. As I said, I'm not an educator. I don't have all the stats immediately, and it takes too many words. Do your own due diligence. Look it up. Don't believe me. And parroting Rush. That was really funny. I laughed at that. I know you're watching. And the Chicago crew? Come on now. Wow, you did. Maybe I misspoke. That is my terminology. It's Google the Chicago machine. Google it. I'm not going to explain it anymore. And then you mentioned the mafia. I did not even insinuate or breathe the word of mafia. It had nothing to do with mafia. It's about the Chicago style of government and politics. Google it. There is a site, I forget what it's called. There's the Encyclopedia of Chicago History.com. It explains the whole thing. That's just their style. But you wanted to demean me in my comments with your brassy response, and when I first heard it, I thought, well, that was nice, all the calmness, but it was a bunch of gibberish. And I don't mind a good debate about facts. And if you want more specific facts, I guess I'll spend more time, but it's so easy for a person to Google what I said, because there's two sides to every story, and then base your opinion on that. Don't base it on what I say. Do your own homework. I'm not going to do your homework for you. Okay, buddy? Thanks, and it's always interesting on YouTube, these debates. See ya.